Hello again, everybody. It's Takedown Wrestling. Scott Casper. We continue our coverage of the sport. This time we venture out to Rico Chiapparelli's home gym, the R1 in Los Angeles, California. Tom Hutchinson helped us set this up. Thank you, Tom. Our guest today is one of the best. Sergei Alekseevich Beloglazov, born in 1956, still one of the best wrestlers in the world, bar none. He's joining us now. Sergei, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
It is a rare treat indeed to see you stateside. You're on a bit of a tour. I've been told by Rico and Tom and the gang that you've been covering the country, making your way from the East Coast all the way to the West. Tell us a bit about your tours and travels so far. How's it been going?
Good. So far, it's good. I bring my family here. My wife and kids here. So I did just one camp in Hill School in Philadelphia. Now I go visit my friend Rico Chiapparelli here, and we have good clinic in LA right now.
Wrestling really hasn't changed that much. Some of the rules have, changed, obviously, but wrestling is still about a lot of hard work, dedication, and a common theme, I think, around the world is the desire to win. The sport of wrestling, from your eyes, describe the sport as it is today, as opposed to, say, when you won your last gold medal at the Seoul Olympics in '88.
Right now, rules change kind of very often. People are looking for a way to make wrestling more exciting, but unfortunately, lots of Phil did lots of mistakes before, but now they looks like the right directions, and wrestling again become more aggressive but also once every 4 years they change the rules, and it looks like now this wrestling is more technical than more physical than before. We wrestle my time. We wrestle can think about technical skills more than right now. So, but still, wrestling country we have like a think about technical approach, so we're still winning. So I think it will be Russia and United States and Japan and Iran, Turkey. These are very well-known wrestling country. They're still good. But also we discovered recently in other countries, like especially women wrestling right now, like Cameroon, like in other countries which never have wrestling before, but now that's a good thing about wrestling. New countries just become maybe feel.
Like, for example, Jamaica is looking to get put on the map, and I know our friend Noel Thompson is looking to help provide some stimulus for that effort. So that warms your heart a bit, that you see the sport growing, changing a little bit. What about leadership? The sport went through a bit of a tough time over the last few years with poor leadership. What are your thoughts about our new leadership?
Yeah, but it will be election soon. Very soon, new election. We don't know who will be president yet. But now, so far, we have president from former Yugoslavia. But he so far he did good job. But election, I think, this year, and one guy from Russia will run. Karenin, I think, Alexander Karenin, well-known wrestler. Maybe he will run. Maybe President Wrestling Federation Mamashvili will run. I'm not sure, but we have 3-4 people. We already know them, so they very well known in wrestling worlds. And I hope everything will be fine. But we have a problem before. We have to fight for Olympics wrestling. So we almost eliminate from Olympic program. But now all countries, especially United States, Russia, other countries, we put a lot of efforts to make this, to keep wrestling in Olympic Games. That was main goal last like 2 years. So, but I think Phil did a good job in this way.
All right, fellas, just for a moment, if I could ask you to turn the iPad just a little bit. We're seeming to get Sergei off the camera. Just turn it to your right, Sergei. So it perhaps gets you more in the camera. A little more, a little more, a little more. Is perfect there.
It's good.
Good. All right, Sergei, here we go again. let's talk a bit about your family, your twin brother, of course, Anatoly. You guys just seem to be perfect frame, perfect size, in wrestling at the perfect time. Who really started you? Who were the people back home that really started you in wrestling? Because it's obvious you took to it like a fish to water.
We just started by accident wrestle. We played soccer before in soccer club, so we just go with my friends to store buy like a soccer equipment, and we see the wrestling just by accident, and we just go there all together like 8 guys. And ask coach, can we just join the group? Said yes, please. So that's how wrestling started. It's nothing special, and it was 1968. So we just came first time wrestling room, and since this time we're here.
Amazing, though. It was quite by accident, your entree, your
That's
introduction to the sport. Same with your brother, same with your family, but obviously, again, you took to it very well. You talked about some of the rules changes, which perhaps endorses endurance and cardio. You've been a cardio guy for a long time. You understand endurance in the long run, not necessarily the short blast, but the long distance runner, so to speak. Can you describe how you translate that to students?
I always say like as example, my coach, he never just push us like he just make us love the sport like wrestling. So he said wrestling is not the muscles, it's just the technical skills, and it's good smart. You have to be smart to do like a wrestle like a combination style. They always teach us technique, and his approach was very step by step. So we not he never push us. Oh, you want this win, you want this win, you cannot lose. It's no pressure for us. We just enjoy the club, just enjoy the sport. And my father and mother, they don't care which sport we go. We play soccer, we go to play basketball, even club, which I our size, and we wrestle, and we finally find okay, this is sport for us. We can do here whatever we want. It was very interesting. And first of all, he just keep us to love the sport. That's what it's all about. Also, I have now in the United States we have a problem like with the streets. But it's kind of, when I live, my hometown is a very tough location where I live. So crime was very high, and my father, mother, main concern, they want to just keep us out from streets. So I coach too, and that's what almost same program was with the streets right now. And it was lots of guys just save lives. I know I will be if not wrestling. It was very tough time. This beginning of 70s, which I was like 15, 16 years old. And it's a sport, wrestling and the soccer just save us from street. That's good.
15, 16 years old, 1972. Was a banner year for the Olympic Games, and for wrestling in particular. A young man named Dan Gable stood up, and the world took notice of this guy. Did you guys take notice? Did you realize, even at that point, how special Dan Gable was and was to become?
Yeah, I know Dan Gable a long time. We used to even work together. And I see the game. I was in 1972. I watched Russian nationals first time, and it was selection for Olympics, senior nationals. And I was dreaming, okay, now that's probably first competition. I realized, okay, I can do it. I can go Olympics too, maybe someday. And my brother, we were very excited. We go to Minsk, Belarus was Russian 1972 selection for Olympics. And Dan Gable was already world champion. We know this name, but I never see him before. And first time I saw him in the Olympics, and he wrestled against the final against the Russian guy Ashur Aliyev. I hope Ashur Aliyev win, but Gable beat him final. It was very exciting match. And since then we follow all these names, and especially Dan Gable, and we become friends. We just work together in the United States also. And just a couple years ago, we have clinic together, and we lots to talk about wrestling, about which way wrestling goes. Gable is kind of approach very interesting, and he motivates million people here in the United States and around the world.
If you take John Smith, Dan Gable, Bruce Baumgartner, all the Americans that you know that have done well, Randy Lewis's and people like this, is there a particular style that you've absolutely looked at, or is it little bits from each guy that you've maybe focused on? Because I guarantee you, they've watched a lot of footage of you, and they've watched a lot of footage of your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's things that they like that you guys have done as well. But are there things that you've been able to focus on from the competitors from the States?
Yeah, we also scouting these guys. So all Gable too, and John Smith, Randy Lewis. In fact, I wrestled with Randy Lewis one weight class in Canada World Championships, same weight class, and we not wrestle each other, but 6 people left, and my next match supposed to be if Lewis win, I have to wrestle him. So I watch him all competition, what he doing, and I think, okay, next match will be Lewis. But unfortunately, he lost. I didn't wrestle with him. So, but we were close to each other too. Yeah, we call this American wrestling school. Every country have like some, technique which nobody do it in other countries. So in Russia too, in Iran, Japan. So it's called Asian style, like Japan, Korea, all this. And United States style is very aggressive, very physical, more physical than technical. So that's why interesting to watch a Russian guy wrestle against United States. We're always thinking our approach better because we think about technical skills. United States, you want to lift, we just want to dominate it much. So we see who is winning. Now, so far, but United States did good job in last Olympics. 2 gold medals. Russia have only 1 gold medal right now. So we're kind of behind a little bit now.
Has Russia suffered as the former Soviet Union broke up? Did Russia suffer as a team approach to the Olympic Games, to the World Games?
No, I don't think so, because it's now even better. Because before, like, say, guy from Azerbaijan, he cannot make a Russian national team. He will be like a 5th or 6th Russian national team. He have no chance to go Europe, World Championships in Europe and other competition. But now they have. It's better for we split. For wrestling, it's better. I know it's better for people we split, but for wrestling, that's very good. So Ukraine now have separate team, and Belarus and Russia, and Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia. They can go World Championship. Look at the top 6 Olympic Games. So most of former Soviet Union Republic. That's a good chance for everybody.
South American countries are looking forward to hosting the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in 2016. First of all, will you be attending? Will you be coaching?
Of course. I want to be there.
Yeah? Will you be there?
As a coach, I hope I will be there.
As a coach or a fan?
No, coach. I will still coaching.
You'll still be coaching. I just want to make sure. And if fans come up to see you, you enjoy meeting the fans of the sport, don't you?
Yeah, I like it.
Does it embarrass you at all? I mean, because you earned all this praise. I can't even remember how many gold medals, but I think you started in 1979 with a silver, and then after that it was gold medals all the way until you stopped competing in late 87 or late 88, pardon me. So I mean, all those years you had to appreciate something that the fans did for you. I mean, their support probably egged you on a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, I try to wrestle. I always said I try to wrestle for crowd too, not only for myself.
All right.
This is very important to keep our sport, more popular. I cannot. Some guys will win 1-0 and he very happy. I'm never happy if I win 1-0 match. It's nothing for me, nothing for crowd. So that's why probably crowd left for a while. Like 2 years ago, we have problem crowd, not too big crowd watching our competition. Right now, nice crowd go back. So wrestling now exciting. But again, I always tell my wrestlers, you wrestle for crowd, you not wrestle for yourself. And you show good technique. People love it. People coming and it just. I always say envy the soccer or like a basketball, which crowd like 100,000 people. But when I wrestle Iran once they got 40,000 people watching wrestling. That's very exciting.
That's very exciting indeed, but we get to see guys like you compete, man. We pour out, and it's only getting better. I think everything is cyclical. Has wrestling been a part of a cycle?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's like sometimes Russian team go down a little bit, Iran go up, like Turkey go down, like Japan go up. It's always like a cycle. Yeah, that's right.
Talk to us a
And
little bit about diet. What wrestlers should be doing, because everybody's a little different in how they coach diet. But as far as eating, what kind of let's say they have competition coming up in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, a little later on in September. The wrestlers right now are on a modified diet, but then they really start focusing. What do you tell your athletes prior to an event like that to get ready?
it's nothing. I just tell you, I would kind to. My weight is a long time, and now I'm about like a 5-6 kilo over my weight class I wrestled before. It's not because I just keep myself in shape. I eat everything basically, but one rule: so don't eat after 9 o'clock. That's kind of I tell my wrestlers. But now it's too early. Usually wrestlers make a weight like 10 days before competition. But this is important. Just stay in shape. It's nothing unusual, but of course you want to control weight. We cannot overeat all the time. Just we cannot let go. But also, Russian season all year round, from January to December. We didn't have like an off season. We always have competition wrestle camps. So, but some countries have like a short season, like 6 months. They have break like 3-4 months after game. But this is a little problem for guys to just stay in shape and keep just weight. Just and nothing can like some advice.
No, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is there's no magic. There's no real difference between countries. It is still about hard work, still about ultimate goal setting, working together to achieve those goals. We're talking with Sergei Beloglazov, one of the great stars of the former Soviet Union. He was coached by one of the best, and Coach Turapin. And talk to us about your coach. Granit was absolutely on target with you guys.
Right, my coach. I have one coach all my life. We just start first day with him and we finish our wrestling with him. So he's now living in Boston. He's retired right now. He's 74 right now. But we still friends. We all life together. I see him more than my father and mother. So my coach was always close to me when we wrestle, and after we retired, he gives us some advice and even life advices what to want to do. And we still call each other. We still together. But he was a very good like a role model for us. He was very strict coach, very strict. So he raised us like a sons, but in the same time he was very strict to us, and probably was right way to do it. So.
Well, obviously he turned out some champions. He
Yeah.
must have done something right? Talk to us about the days when you were competing as a young man, specifically in the late 70s, early 80s. You trained at the Armed Forces Sports Academy in Kaliningrad in 76, 77, and then at the Dynamo in Kiev. What was it? Was it a struggle? Did government pay the bills? How did you survive? I mean, that's a big challenge for a lot of athletes these days. How do they survive financially?
Oh, right now it's salary rest is much better than before. But first of all, we also our coach pushed us always to graduate study. So we graduate college, we graduate high school. After we go college, we graduate college. After we graduate, me and my brother graduate police academy. So always he said to us, what if you tomorrow break like what you do? How you will survive, how you provide your family, how you will live. So, and we always think about education too. He put us to like a right directions in this way. So, and we try to work hard. But it was a very difficult time when you study and you're national team member, you travel a lot, you have to pass tests in colleges. So, but after when I retired from wrestling, I was a police officer. So I have a choice. I want to go be a police officer or work like police officer, or I can coach. So finally, when Dynamo Kiev, we find a way to, say, always I say, like Tom I said, you kill one stone, two rabbits. We will police officers, same time we can coach in police department. That was very good. And salary was very decent this time. And that means I will not kind of suffer after we retire, when I suffer why we have shortage of money. Only because I make decision to go to United States. Because what Tom Hutchinson, he's invited me there, and after World Cup in Washington, he came to me and said, okay, maybe we try to offer me a job for Lehigh. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's interesting. It's not because I have no money there. It's not a problem. I have nice apartment in Kiev. I have everything. So I have nice salary. But it's just a little bit change for me, my life. Oh, interesting. Reason I want to study English. That's why I'm coming first time with my wife. It changed my life. I'm not regret. It was good. It was good.
Has life been good for you over the last 10, 15 years?
Not problem at all. I signed contract with Japan because the national team was very interesting country, very interesting job. Absolutely. Also, 4 years I was there, coach Olympic team. But Olympic team, that's like Japan. The goal was so high, like want to win Olympics and World Championships. That's always I'm looking for. So, and I was there for 5 years. After I came back, I was head coach of Russian national team, and women. I was head coach of women 4 years. In 2008. We wrestle in my girls wrestle in Olympic Games in China. So I and always after every 4 years I try to look for something new. And I'm thinking how long I will work as coach. Well, maybe another 5, 6 years I'm done. So I just want to do something else. It's not for me. It never was a problem to especially in Russia, suffer like shortage money or like no. Now we have like a club which run by. It's an owner, it's not government club. Government also help us. It's a CSKA club in Moscow. I'm head coach there, so now, and yeah, I'm very happy.
You get to hang out with guys like Karelin too, don't you? I mean, he's not a bad guy to hang out with.
No,
I remember my first conversation with him, man. It's like talking with you, you know. You guys are some of the best the world has ever seen, and we absolutely love it. Let's talk a bit about what's going on the national scene. Recently, another Iranian wrestler was stripped of his credentials due to doping. They caught something in his tests. I gotta believe, you know, after all these years, you probably are pretty disappointed when you see results like this come at this level. At some point, don't we have to understand that nothing is okay to do any kind of illegal product is very bad for the sport.
Yeah, that's very bad. I agree with you. That's become kind of problem right now in the world wrestling, and once in a while with Russian also what catch with doping. But Russia Federation is very strict about this. If we find somebody in nationals. If you use doping, it's a 5 years disqualification.
Wow.
It's absolutely strict. So we against this. And when I wrestle, I always have a test for doping. Any competition, they take me in doping. So I have no problem. And I never think about this. And now they call this kind, unfortunately, what I talk with guys from Russia, so, oh, Sergei, you work so hard, and said, yeah, I believe this. If you work so hard, you win. You'll be good, you will be good conditioning, you'll be good shape. But said, no, nowadays lots of people, it's kind of stupid, work very hard. So we need just a support from people who know this, how to little work and win. I said that's impossible, but that's what it's all about. They try to, talk about no. We need just the support. I take vitamins. I need support. Unfortunately, lots of people around national, we're not educated. Wrestlers not educated about what will be problem. What he will be caged in, or he somebody just give to me advice. Oh, you want take these pills? That's good for your body. You will be very quick, strong. But we're not educated. I think we have to educate the wrestler about this. What will be problem if you take this? But one thing you will be you will be eliminated from wrestling for 5 years. But Another thing is will be very harmful for your health. And absolutely wrestling is not educated. We sometimes invite somebody who give it like a speech about this, what we can do, what we cannot do. Me personally, have no idea about this. I never use this, and I cannot explain my wrestling. So I invite somebody else who about a lot about this kind of problem. But it's not become problem in the world.
It is a problem, and I know FILA is addressing it, as is the International Olympic Committee and the anti-doping agencies. But it's a concern because it gives our sport and other sports black eyes. We see it in other sports, running, swimming, etc. We're talking our guest, Sergei Beloglazov, courtesy of our friends Rico Chiapparelli and Tom Hutchinson and others out in Los Angeles, on a tour. Next up for you, Michigan. Where are you going to be in Michigan, Sergei?
Michigan, I just visit my friend Tom. So we're still in Lake Michigan. We just have a 1 week break, and I'm start working and go Canada again.
What will you be doing? What are you doing for fun in Michigan? Are you going to fish? Or what are you going to do?
Oh, we probably go fishing. We go just a beach. My kids here they make us busy. Tom too. So my kids play tennis. So we're looking for like a tennis partner. We will play tennis there. We do lots of things. That's a good place.
Well, it sounds like fun. Tom's a good host. Maybe I'll join you in Michigan.
Yeah, indeed.
And then it's off to Canada. Where will you be going in Canada, and what will you be doing there?
Winnipeg. I'm going to Winnipeg. It will be wrestling camp. Go first time there. And no, I was Canada many times, but this camp I could do this first time.
Yeah, your last stop in Canada, I think, was, at least one of them, is the most profitable perhaps, is 82 in Edmonton, Alberta, right. Canada, where you won the gold medal at the Worlds. That was a tough year for you. You were at 62 kilos. What happened?
Because my brother pushed me up. So he won nationals, 57 kilo. It's my category. He pushed me up, and I wrestled nationals. I win too. So we decided national team decided to send us both 57, 62. It was very successful.
It was successful, but you blame Anatoly.
Yeah, but it's not one time happened. He pushed me maybe 5, 6 times up. So I not always win. I lose sometimes at 62.
Oh my gosh! The
nationals final I lost once.
It's tough being one of the best in the world historically, isn't it? It's tough being that guy. Is there a website, Facebook? Can people reach out to you on social media?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, how best to look for you there on Facebook or Twitter? What is your addresses there? What are your addresses?
Twitter. I have like an email. Facebook. I not use a lot this, but I forget my name. Sergei Beloglazov Clinic, something like that. I forget it. Sergei Beloglazov Clinic, I think. Sergei Beloglazov Clinic, I think this address.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, it's absolutely a pleasure. And
Tom knows better. He knows. He sometimes.
Who does?
Tom Hutchinson.
Tom Hutchinson knows? Well, it's always a pleasure. What do you want to tell the fans of the sport? They've been following you all these years. Listen, win or lose, there's always going to be fans of yours here in Europe, the former Soviet Union. What do you want to tell those folks? Because gosh knows, they're out there by the thousands.
I just want to tell them thank you for support our wrestling because we have problem before, but now lots of people involved including like presidents of country. Putin was involved, President Russia, President of the United States was involved also. Lots of President Iran, Turkey. There's all people so care about us. That's was we're all very thankful for them. Also, we still because I was so surprised when. The International Olympic Committee tried to eliminate wrestling from Olympic discipline, but because wrestling one of the first sports which was in Olympics, and we were all surprised. But we worry about. But now time is come back, and we hope in Brazil will be exciting wrestling competition. I was very thankful to United States Federation, in other federations who just lots of people was involved, and now. Crowd will be, I hope, will be very big in the Olympic Games and World Championships, which coming to Uzbekistan in beginning September.
All right. So, final question. This may sound a little silly to you, but let's ask it. Here we go. if right now Rico walked into the room and there was a mat there,
Yeah.
you had wrestling shoes on, maybe your knee pads, shirt and shorts.
Everything here.
Yeah, you're ready to go. Okay. Who wins between you and Rico Chiapparelli? Takedowns only.
Oh, Rico's too big for me, but I will try.
Yeah, but it's not about size, perhaps about speed. So takedowns only.
Rico much younger too.
I could have said gut wrenches only, but I mean takedowns.
But that's not will be easy for him, I promise.
You'll make it hard. I gotta believe you would. Sergei, it's good to talk to you, my friend. It's always good to see you. Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate all that you've given to the world of wrestling and to the world in general, but all that you have yet to give. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family.
Thank you very much, and thank you for inviting me.